Welcome back to The Explainer. I'm absolutely thrilled to have you here today, especially if you're a focused learner looking to get a grip on the absolute cutting edge of legal technology. Today, we're targeting a massive, notorious bottleneck in the legal world. You know the one, deposition transcript review. We are going to explore exactly how AI deposition summary software, specifically DepoLens AI, is completely transforming the way attorneys, paralegals, and litigation support teams handle actual mountains of data. I mean, it's a fascinating shift from grueling manual work to intelligent automation. Okay, let's dive into this.
So here's our straightforward roadmap for today. First up, the deposition digesting process. Second, the pain of manual review. Third, enter DepoLens AI. Fourth, creating the summary. And finally, benefits for law firms. All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the deposition digesting process. So, to ground us, what exactly is a deposition digest? Basically, it's the vital process of condensing a very lengthy legal transcript down into a concise, highly actionable summary. Imagine a witness being questioned for, say, 8 straight hours, right? That easily generates 200 to 300 pages of spoken text. A deposition digest takes that massive, overwhelming wall of words and brilliantly distills it into just the key facts, the crucial admissions, and the core narrative. It is absolutely required reading for trial preparation. It allows a legal team to grasp the complete essence of the testimony without having to painstakingly reread every single line of the raw transcript. Let's move to Section 2 and see how this builds into the pain of manual review. Because, let's be honest, this is the heavy, exhausting reality for countless legal professionals doing this manually. First off, you have an overwhelming volume of text. We're talking literal banker's boxes full of printed pages that can give you a backache just looking at them. Or, those endlessly scrolling PDFs that lead straight to severe eye strain. Then comes the wildly tedious extraction of key testimony. We're talking reading line by line, armed with a highlighter, manually copying and pasting into a separate document, and just dreading the prospect of pulling an all-nighter to get through it all. And finally, the massive time consumption. Seriously, how many billable hours, how many late nights are lost to this outdated, exhausting process? The sheer human fatigue involved here is a massive drain on any law firm's resources. Now, what's really interesting about this is the undeniable contrast between the two approaches. The manual way, slow, incredibly tedious, and just mentally exhausting for the paralegals and attorneys stuck doing it. It represents an era where super expensive human capital is spent on rote data processing. The AI way, however, is streamlined, highly efficient, and fully modernized. It represents a fundamental shift. We aren't just talking about a minor upgrade in typing speed here. Actually, we are talking about changing the entire paradigm of how litigation support handles its absolute most text-heavy burdens. Which brings us to Section 3, enter DepoLens AI. Meet the star of our explainer today, DepoLens AI. This is an AI-powered deposition summarization software designed specifically for legal professionals. Listen, it's not some generic text tool you'd find online. It is a specialized piece of legal technology built to directly address the exact pain points we just went over. For a litigation support team literally drowning in transcripts right before a big trial, a tool like this acts as a genuine, much-needed lifeline. It brings the power of artificial intelligence straight into the firm's workflow to do all the heavy lifting of reading and condensing. Okay, let's jump to Section 4, creating the summary. How does it actually work? Well, the workflow is remarkably simple. Step 1, you just upload that massive, lengthy transcript right into the software. Step 2, well, this is where the magic happens, the AI extraction. The algorithms instantly scan the text, understand the nuanced legal context, and pull out the vital information way faster than a human ever could. And finally, Step 3, generate an accurate deposition summary. In just a tiny fraction of the time it would take to do manually, you're handed a clean, highly actionable document. It completely transforms a daunting administrative nightmare into a few simple clicks. And this brilliantly illustrates the two vital formats DepoLens AI excels at generating: a topical summary and a chronological summary. A topical summary smartly groups the extracted testimony by specific subjects or themes. So, if you need to know everything a witness said about a specific contract, a topical summary pulls all those scattered mentions into one place, regardless of when they were actually spoken during the day. On the flip side, a chronological summary preserves the exact timeline of the questioning, keeping the natural flow of the deposition intact from morning all the way to afternoon. Both formats are absolutely critical for different phases of trial prep, and the AI handles both of them flawlessly. Let's wrap things up with Section 5, benefits for law firms. The overarching benefits here completely change the game.
we are looking at significantly faster turnaround times, literally turning days of tedious work into mere minutes. We get highly accurate summaries that reliably capture the true essence of the testimony. And this empowers the entire legal team to focus on high-level trial strategy rather than getting bogged down in the weeds of transcript review. Ultimately, it creates beautifully streamlined review workflows. So, the crucial point is that implementing an AI deposition summary tool like DepoLens AI isn't just a convenience, it is a massive strategic advantage that allows a firm to operate at a much higher level of efficiency.
So I leave you with this. Is your firm ready to leave manual review in the past? When you look at the sheer, overwhelming volume of data that modern legal cases generate, relying on the old methods of digesting a deposition is quickly becoming totally unsustainable. Technology like DepoLens AI offers a very clear path forward. Take a moment to reflect on how modernizing this workflow could free up your team's most valuable asset, their time. Thank you so much for exploring this with me today, and keep looking for ways to learn smarter.